What's good, YouTube? It's Ray Drill, and I got my homegirl Evie back there. Y'all see she's sleeping. But in today's video, man, I'm gonna be showing y'all my favorite setup from Bunch Offset. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn on post notifications on. Now this is gonna be a quick video, just going over two setups that I like out of Bunch Offset. So it's basically to complement the first kind of play I gave y'all, because it's gonna be the same exact play, but it's gonna be a different setup that you probably have not seen before. So what we're talking about, of course, is gonna be deep dig. Now as far as defense goes, I'm gonna show you guys just 9 zone drops. So let's go back so I can show you guys we don't have zone drops on. See right here, everything is on default. So let's go and take a look at something like cover 3. So the reason I really love this play, of course, you already know from part 1 that I did, is that we all know that this route right here is so glitchy. So I like to kind of base this offense off of this route. So for the first setup that I really love, you just want to take circle, you want to put them on a crossing route. Oh, also, by the way, you do need a slot apprentice, and you also need a backfield, the route apprentice, for the running back route apprentice. I believe that's what it's called. I'm not too certain, but you do need that ability to give your running back extra hot routes, because you want to take them and put them on a Texas route just like this. And then you want to take your tight end, put them on a drag. Now, last setup you want to do, take square, put them on a streak. And this is my favorite setup, my favorite first setup. So you just want to take him, motion them out, and then go ahead and snap the ball. Now, if I get time, what you're going to notice, of course, R1 gets open, as we can tell. And I'll go back and show you, but we all know that that cover 3 glitch is going to get open. But I wanted to show you guys that you can actually throw that circle or read as well. So let's go into replay so I can show you, just in case you didn't see part 1, so you might not know about this. But this right here, you just want to wait for the cornerback to move out, and he does that because I'm not really sure why, but we actually motion him out, so it makes him glitch out. That's all. That's the best way I explain it to you. When we motion him out, he glitches out like that. So he's gonna run over here like he's covering that, and then that's gonna allow you this open space right here just to make that easy throw. Now, what most people would do is they'll either A, user this themselves, or B, they'll put some type of zone on it or man it up. And if they do that, then that's fine, because what we're looking at right here is we want the user to play this Texas route. So if the user follows this Texas route, then we're going to throw it right here. Now if the user runs with this, then we're just going to hit our Texas route. Normally you'll be able to throw it right about here, and then you want a possession catch it so this guy can't make a play on it. Now I like this drag when they start zone dropping, because if they're zone dropping, then this guy will actually be somewhere up in here, maybe about the 45-ish or so, it might be up in there. So you'll be able to have this drag route just literally wide open. You'll be able to pass lead it up and get about 10 yards pretty much every single time. So that's actually my preferred setup. Now I do want to show you his press. Now when we press on practice mode, this is all Madden, so things play a little differently. So I'm actually going to shade over the top, and that's just so they don't get press animations, because most people are not going to run press cover 3 like stock. If they're running press, they're probably running zone drops, which means your receivers will have free releases. So that's what I'm gonna demonstrate in practice mode now. So remember to take circle, put them on a crossing route, take triangle, put them on a Texas route, take X, put them on a drag, and you want to take square, put them on a streak just like this. And now you just want to motion them out just like that, and then go ahead and snap the ball. And what you're gonna notice is that R1 is gonna get open again. You'll be able to have it right there in a nice little gap, nice little pass lead, and normally you can actually get a 1-play touchdown. And then I'm gonna show you this other read against cover 2, because I'm going to kind of get this video moving along, because I have one more setup I want to show you guys. So let's go to cover 2. You can tell we got cover 2 right here. Now I'm going to spy these two just so I can have a tiny bit of time. So again, take circle, put them on a crosser, square on a streak, triangle on the Texas route, X, go ahead and throw them on the drag route. Make sure you remember to motion them out. That's really, really important. Hopefully I don't get hollered at right here. And then watch circle. So you see he's just going to get butt naked right there, just wide open. And like I told y'all, the user cannot defend both of those. So quickly, I'm going to kind of explain to you how to read it in cover 2. Because in cover 2, this will not be open. The D-path actually does a great job of playing it, as you can tell. So that's not going to be a read. So the user, if they're playing cover 2, they're more than likely going to have to either guard him, or they're going to have to guard this, because the mid-read will not match that. So they're going to have to user that. Now, if they zone drop this cornerback, it's the same thing I just told y'all. So he would be up here instead of down there. So we'll have a nice little dump off right here. And then if the user doesn't want to follow, if the user wants to follow a crosser, then what? We'll throw our Texas route just like we explained. So, like I said, you can see why I love this play so much. So I really love this play also against man coverage. So yeah, I'll talk about man, then I'll talk about cover 4 quarters, and I'll show you the second setup, and then that'll be the video. So again, I'm gonna set it up because you guys already know the setup. We're rocking just like that. Go and take a motion them out. Now against man coverage, I like the crosser, and I also like triangles. You can tell we get absolutely screamed at right there. But I'm gonna quickly hop into replay, kind of show you my read progressions. It's pretty much the same read progressions, but I still like to go into replay with you guys. So if it's man coverage, I'm looking for the user. So if the user is not worried about the running back, that's normally gonna be my first read. Now, if you get a win animation with your tight end, like how he got a clean release right here, then I'll actually worry about the tight end. But more than likely, I'm actually just gonna throw this running back route right here. And then now if the user follows this, then I normally like to look for my crosser. So if they're playing double purples, then I actually kind of like to see if they're pressing. So if I get a clean release, I may look for this for double purple. But the good thing about this concept is that if they put a double purple, then normally you can just throw your drag, you'll be fine, because they have to we have a down low route, and we have kind of a intermediate route, so they can't put two zones. They aren't gonna put two zones out there and still play man coverage behind it like that. It's just not, you just can't, unless they just want to rush one person. If they're just rushing one person, wait for a route bounce, So again, you can also have the running back, like I said. Oh, and also you can have, let me go back. You can have this route in man coverage. If you have a good matchup, you actually can throw that. Now, last thing I want to show you guys is just cover 4 quarters, and then after that, I'll actually move on to the second setup. So let me go ahead and set it up real fast for you. Boom, we're looking just like that. Take them, motion them out, and go and snap the ball right about there. What you're gonna notice in this cover 4 quarters is that we can actually have R1 we can technically have R1, but if for some reason you don't feel comfortable enough throwing that, your crosser normally will get wide open, and your drag route, as long as your crosser can win in man cover. So let me show you how match plays, at least with cover 4 quarters. So with cover 4 quarters, you're not going to have the running back, okay? They're going to do a great job matching that. But what you're going to have, of course, is this tight end. And the reason that works is because this quarter flat, he actually, I guess they switch responsibilities, so he takes him, so nobody accounts for him. So you can actually have this all day if the user doesn't want to go guard that. So let's say they're using like a safety or something, more than likely they're going to just kind of follow this crosser. If that happens, if they're using that safety, then you can just have their tight end all day. Now, another thing you can also see is that we can potentially have this right here on an inside pass lead. You can potentially have that for a one-play touchdown. Now, if you have the right personnel. Now, of course, Godwin is not going to run away from G. Alexander, especially in all man. That's not going to happen. So sometimes you can have that pass lead up in there. So just wanted to make sure I did cover that. Now, different zone, different match coverages play different ways. So that's something that you have to be aware of. Now, let me go over my second setup, and this is probably my favorite one. So with the second setup, you just want to take circle, put them on a crosser again, but you want to take X, put them on an out route, and then from here, all you want to do is just motion over this crosser. Now I'm actually going to spy these two just so I can have a little bit of time. Now this is what the play looks like. You take it and motion them over. The reason I like this combo is because it's a real simple read. Look between circle and R1. Now look at R1, so he's going to just get wide open right there. I did say wide open, but technically, okay, it was wide open. I don't know what y'all want me to do about that. I'll just run it again here. Let's go and spy these two again. Remember, take circle, put them on a crosser, take X, put them on an out route, and then you just motion them over real quick and simple setup. But you did see it is going to do the same cover 3 glitch. You just need to be able to wait, and hopefully you get a good pass lead just like that. They're kind of selling me on the throw, but I'm not going to worry about that. I actually want to show you the second read and why I like this. So let me go ahead and set this up for you guys again. So here we go right here. Take a motion across. Hope I have time to spy these linemen. And then snap the ball. Now, if for some reason R1's covered, I want you to look at circle. So circle does get wide open because he actually acts like he's going to guard it, but he ends up guarding absolutely nothing, which is kind of funny to me. So let me go into replay real quick and kind of explain to you guys why I like this setup. So what you're going to notice, of course, is that this cornerback, he's going to do like the little weird glitch thing, and it's going to look like he's going to cover this crosser, but he just doesn't. You see how he turns around, he's like, oh crap, that's my man, and he completely leaves this crosser wide open. But you still see he's still in no man's lane. He's still covering nobody right here, so that's still either up here or down here. Now, what else is going on, bro? So look at the running back. So the running back's going to pull down that linebacker, right? And then what's going to open up? This throw right here. So that's why I said this play is really, really good in that aspect. And if they're zone dropping this guy up here, to count for this crosser, then we'll just have our tight end, right off the backfield, if that makes sense. So like I said, this play just, this 1-2 setup is just really, really deadly. So one thing I want to show you is press 2. Now, pay attention to how they do it press. Now, I'm not calling over the top, so I'm going to let the press animations happen because I want you guys to kind of pay attention and watch how circle gets literally wide open. So you'll see this here in a second. So what's going to happen is he's going to match him, and then you'll be able to have that throw just like that. Now, normally he'll turn and run and just keep running with them, or sometimes he'll just do that right there. Now, let me actually go against cover 2. So let's take a look at cover 2. So with cover 2, it's going to be legit the same exact thing, and this might be my favorite setup versus cover 2 anyways, just because of how the route gets open. So what you're going to notice right here is circle is just going to get screaming, like, I mean just screaming, like it's just not even fair how open circle gets, and that's about a 35-yard throw. So they're going to have to zone drop at maximum 30 yards to even have a chance at guarding that, which is why I said this play is honestly really good. So what else gets open, bro? So what you're going to notice right here is that the running back is going to hold down his vertical hook, and then look what we have open right here. We can actually throw that. Now, if they have a safety at linebacker, please be careful, because sometimes they do weird animations where this guy is just going to randomly jump up, even though the ball is 10 yards past him. Well, yeah, about 10 yards past him, they're still going to let him jump up and pick it. So just be very mindful of that. So I would throw that ball right about here, just so that way they don't have a chance of that. Now, this is the mid-read coming back to play on it. So if they're doing a cover 2 with the mid-read, then he's just going to be somewhere, you know, back here somewhere. So this throw in the middle is going to be, you know, wide open right here. Well, not right there, but right here is going to be wide open. But this gets wide open, and the cornerback gets pulled down right there. So that's why that throw is just screaming wide open. Like I said, this is just one of the most slept on route combos that people just don't utilize out of bunch offset. So it's going to press. Oh, also, I am in the Jags playbook. I did forget to mention. I will put it in the description. Just remind me if I forget, but I am in the Jags playbook. Now, I believe I said I'm man coverage. So, man coverage, I really love this backside dig, and I love the crosser. Look how much separation that crosser gets, and then look at that backside dig. So, to me, I love calling this play whenever they're doing man with purples, and I'm going to explain that right now why I love that. So, let's go with man. I'm spying these two just because. Let's throw purples out there just like this. Now, I love this one, man, against purples, because you need to have your fastest receiver here if you want to utilize this play, by the way. So the reason I like this, because you're going to have a simple read. You're just really going to look at R1. That's going to be your main read. Now, since it's Jair Alexander, it might not get as open, but you can still see he did get bumped. I probably should have floated it, but you can still see he did get bumped off the line, so that's why that got open as it did. But last thing I want to talk about is code for quarters, and that's pretty much going to be the video. So again, take circle, put him on a crosser, X, put them on the out route. So with this setup, all you need is a slot apprentice right here. So it's very manageable in regs or MUT. Just put a slot apprentice right here, and you're all fine, all good to go. So take a motion them across, and what you're going to realize is that circle is just going to get absolutely wide open. I mean, you just can't get, you know, any more open than that. And the reason why is because that safety is going to man match him. So it's really your receiver on a safety, and normally you're going to win that every single time. Just how it works on Madden, safeties don't do good in man coverage, so we're just going to capitalize on that. So I will show you guys that one more time, and I'll kind of show you that sometimes you can have square, but it's not as consistent, but you can have it, you know. But your real read is going to be a circle, but if circle's not open, then normally you're going to be able to win that with a backside in route, because man coverage is weak against backside in routes, and it's a man match. But anyways, that's a wrap it up for this video. Do let me know if you like this small little two-play scheme, because I really had a lot of fun running it. But anyways, that's gonna wrap up for this video. I hope you have a blessed day. I'm Ray Drill, and I'm out.